Staring at the camera in quite a creepy display, atomic scientists told the world today that doomsday is ticking closer.
We moved the clock forward, the closest it has ever been to midnight. It is now 90 seconds to midnight.
The eerie announcement points to threats of nuclear war, disease, and climate volatility that the scientists say have been exacerbated by Russia's invasion of Ukraine, putting humanity at greater risk of annihilation. Russian President Vladimir Putin's threats bringing us closer to that destruction.
He warned that whoever tries to hinder us should know that Russia's response will be immediate and will lead to consequences you have never faced in your history. A few days later, he ordered Russia's nuclear forces to special combat duty. In announcing the annexation of Ukrainian territories in September, Putin declared that he would defend them with all weapon systems available to us. This is not a bluff.
The clock was created in 1947 by a group of atomic scientists, including Albert Einstein, who had worked on the Manhattan Project to develop the world's first nuclear weapons during World War II. More than 75 years ago, it began ticking at 7 minutes to midnight. Now we are just 90 seconds away. The clock was furthest from doomsday in 1991, as the Cold War ended and the United States and Soviet Union signed a treaty that substantially reduced both countries' nuclear weapons arsenals. It was at 17 minutes then.
The possibility of nuclear use cannot be discounted. Accidents, mistakes, and miscalculations could lead to unintended escalation. And Putin might deliberately escalate if faced with the prospect of defeat, if Russian forces were being pushed out of Ukrainian territory. Putin has given no indication that he's willing to accept defeat.
There's no end in sight. Instead, Ukraine says it needs additional aid, like more modern tanks, ahead of a spring offensive planned by Russia.
At this pivotal moment in the war, we must provide heavier and more advanced systems to Ukraine. And we must do it faster. I therefore welcome our discussion today. We discussed the issue of battle tanks. Consultations among allies will continue, and I'm confident that we will have a solution soon.
A slew of senior officials were dismissed today in Ukraine's biggest political shakeup of the war so far, that some say shows President Volodymyr Zelensky is in tune with Ukrainians, following corruption allegations. Experts say a year on, and it seems like right now the war is at a standstill.
Russia's had a few months to build up some more troops and some more materiel for the spring, for perhaps onslaught or something like that. I don't see any reason to expect Russia to be any more successful come, say, March or April than it was back last year. I think in some sense already Russia has lost this war in the sense that it's clear Russia is no longer a great power, and that it has a military that really cannot in any way fulfill its political or historical ambitions.
The war reviving fears of nuclear destruction, especially, some say, if Russia is losing it.